Please help me to reach 1,000 subscribers. It wasn't a secret I was legally forbidden to share. Much of my service had long since been declassified. I simply learned that the moment people discovered my background, they stopped seeing me as a person. Some treated me like a hero. Others treated me like a threat. A few assumed I was making it all up. Eventually, I found silence more comfortable than explanations. When I married my husband, Mark, I never sat him down and listed everything I had done before we met. He never asked many questions, and I never volunteered many answers. Over time, he built an image of me that suited his understanding. To him, I was cautious, reserved, too quiet for my own good. At first, I corrected him. Later, I let him believe whatever made life easier. After our divorce, that version of me remained frozen in his mind. 10 years passed. Our daughter, Olivia, grew into an independent young woman with a sharp mind and a stubborn streak that reminded me of myself. When she was 17, I taught her a lesson disguised as a joke. If you ever need help but can't say it directly, I told her, send me a message asking about the Silver Harbor. She laughed. What's the Silver Harbor? It doesn't exist. Then why would I ask about it? Exactly. She rolled her eyes and forgot about the conversation. I never did. 7 years later, on an ordinary Wednesday afternoon, my phone lit up. A message from Olivia. Did you ever find that Silver Harbor? The words hit me like ice water. My pulse immediately slowed, not because I was calm, but because years of training had taught me what panic destroys. I called her. No answer. I called again. Straight to voicemail. Seconds later, another text arrived. Sorry, in a meeting. Talk later. Everything about it felt wrong. The wording. The punctuation. The rhythm. It looked like Olivia's phone. It didn't sound like Olivia. Most parents would have convinced themselves everything was fine. I couldn't. I called Mark. He answered immediately. What happened? I explained the code phrase. His response came exactly as I expected. You're serious? Yes. You think she's in danger because of some made-up sentence from years ago. I think she used it intentionally. There was a pause. Then came the familiar dismissal that had haunted our marriage. You're reading too much into this. I looked at the clock. 9 minutes had already passed. I'll call you later, I said and ended the conversation. Then I went to work. Not emotionally. Methodically. Within minutes, I had verified several details surrounding Olivia's location. Individually, none were alarming. Together, they formed a pattern I couldn't ignore. I reached out to someone I trusted, a former teammate who now worked within a federal investigative agency. He listened carefully, asked precise questions, ignored irrelevant ones. The entire conversation lasted less than 5 minutes. Before hanging up, he said only one thing. Stay where you are. Then came the hardest part. Waiting. People assume experience removes fear. It doesn't. Fear never disappears. You simply learn how to function while carrying it. Mark called repeatedly throughout the next half hour. Finally, I answered.